Hello technocrats. Today we will discuss about the electrical measurement instrumentation, the unit first remaining portion, where in the last class actually we discussed about the element of generalized measurement system. It is classified as primary sensing element where detector transducer stays, the variable conversion element, this is the signal conditioning element, data presentation element, visual display devices, voltmeter and ammeter. We will further move input output configuration of measurement and instrumentation and measurement system. For this we required the desired input. Everything requires the input something. For the input, if there are number of inputs, so we have to integrate the input and modifying the input. Suppose there is the variation, or suppose there is a output should be changed, then we modify the input. Okay. And for this the characteristics of instrument and measurement system performance, the first and the second. The first one is the static characteristics, either constant or very slow with the time. This is the static characteristics of the system, and the dynamic characteristics means rapidly varying quantities. We will take the example, the first the dynamic characteristics. Suppose you are sitting on the room. If there is a electrical appliances, suppose just now the time is 10 a.m. and I switch on the light. After some time I switch on the fan. At that time I off the light. And this is the one room condition. Suppose I have a family member of 5, and there is a 3 or 4 rooms in a house. Then the number of variables on off condition will be vary. So in any time there is no fixed and rule. And this is for one home. There is the sector, there is a, suppose there is 100 homes, 100 houses for one sector. There is a, in a city there will be 100 sectors. Then the number of load in terms of electricity on, and there is the number of load of like fan, iron, geyser. We cannot predict that all the person living in the particular city will on the switch or off the switch particular time. Suppose 10 a.m. they will start and 10:15 they will off. It is not hard and fast rule. So all the input load connected to in the power grid or the grid system is the varying, and it is a dynamic performance. So we can say that for the load terms, power grid has the dynamic characteristics, but the static characteristics is like that. Suppose there is a area of, suppose we can say the sea region. In the ocean there is the water level is the fixed. It will not increase or decrease so much. It will be the fixed specific. This is the static characteristics of an ocean. Means there is no um, variation in their system, or there is a slightly varying system, very light changes. So we can say there is a static characteristics. Means a stable condition is like that. A rapidly varying quantity for such cases must examine the dynamic relation which exists between the output and input. We can take another example of dynamic characteristics. Suppose we are stand from stand near the road, and the road there is a lot of traffic. There is the rotation of the bus, car, tempo, human, cycle. Number of different types of traffic are there. That is the dynamic variation of the traffic. We cannot fix that type of characteristics. The static characteristics has the main part like the accuracy, sensitivity, reproducibility, drift, static error, dead zone. Static characteristics like the accuracy, sensitivity. Suppose we take a 100-watt bulb, and if we switch on, it will consume 100 watt the power. If we on switch 10 a.m., it will consume 100-watt bulb. If we on the switch 3 p.m. today, it will be again consume the 100 watt. If we on the switch for that lamp after 2 years, then again it will be consume 100 watt. This is the static characteristics in the terms of load consumption. It is called the static. The load consumed by the bulb is fixed. It is not varying. Yeah, this will be very slightly. They will 99.999 watt. After some times there will be reduction in there is the resistance where there is the wire maybe which is illuminated. It will be considered at that the static characteristics of the lamp actually. So it related with the accuracy, sensitivity is there, reproducibility, we can reproduce that. Drift is also associated with static error. The number of error associated with this characteristics is called the static error. And there is a dead zone. We will learn about all the things. Accuracy, it is a closeness with an instrument. Reading approaches the true value of the quantity being measured. Thus, accuracy of a measurement means conformity to the truth. Degree of closeness to the true value. And the point of accuracy, this is accuracy of the instrument only at one point on its scale. Accuracy as percentage of scale range. When instrument has uniform scale, its accuracy may be expressed in terms of scale range. What is accuracy? We can say that percentage of true value. This is the accuracy. And what is the precision? What is the precision? Precision, it is a measure of reproducibility of the measurement given a fixed value of quantity. Suppose I have a meter, I have a 100-watt bulb. If we light that 100-watt bulb and check the meter and voltmeter reading from that, it will give the 100 watt the reading in the terms of power if you multiply voltage and the current. Again and again number of times we can check, all the reading will be related to the 100 watt by the multiplication of voltmeter reading, that is the voltage, and ammeter reading is the ampere. It will always produce 100-watt load from that lamp. This is called the precision type. Precision is a measure of degree of agreement within a group of measurement. Suppose there is a number of readings I take. One time is the 10.1, another is the 10.01, another the 10.09. Then suppose we have a reading of a group, we can add these three readings and divided by 3, then it will be give the average value. This is the precision. And the indication of precision, conformity, number of significant figure. You have to take the number of significant figure so that you can use. Okay, we will learn about that. This is another example for the convenience of your understanding. A set of independent current measurement were recorded as the 10.03, 10.10, 10.11 and 10.08 ampere. Calculate the first one average current and the second one is the range of error. the average current I average. This I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4 divided by 4. There is the 4 times, there is the average the 4. 10.03, 10.03, 10.10, 10. We have all the readings and divided by 4. The 4 reading divided by 4. There is a 10.08. This is the reading. Maximum current. What is the maximum current in the group of readings? There is the group of reading. There is a 10.03, 10.10, 10.11, and there is, this is the reading which is maximum in the group. This is the I max is the 10.11 in the group. So the range of the I max minus I average, it will give you 10.11 minus 10.08. This is the reading, 0.03 ampere. Minimum value of that I minimum is 10.03. Let us check. 10.03, 10.10 is more, 10.11 is also more, 10.08 is again more than the 10.03. So we take the 10.3, 10.03. Then I average minus 10.03. This will give you 0.05 ampere. Therefore, the average range of error, this is the plus minus 0.03. This is the maximum. Plus minus 0.05. This is the minimum. And divided by 2, and it will give you plus minus 0.04 ampere. This is the average range of error. It is the average range of the error. The static sensitivity of an instrument is the ratio of magnitude of the output signal or the response to the magnitude of input signal or the quantity being measured. It is unit or millimeter per microampere, counts per volt, etc. Depending upon the types of input and output. This is the sensitivity. Means, suppose we will take our example. Our body is feel good from the range of temperature 20 degree to 30 degree. There will be very comfortable zone for the human body. If we increase the temperature 45 degree, it is very uneasy for the human body. But again, the temperature of 45 degree increases to 47 degree centigrade. It will damage or it will face the problem to the human body. This is the small 2 degree changes in the body. It will uneasy for the, but here the 22, 24, 27, 28, we can number of increment in this range. There will be no sensitivity for the human body. It will be cool. But from here 47 to 48, 1 degree cannot bear by the human body. So the next lecture then. Okay, thank you, all of you.